Hello and good evening. Thank you so much for joining me. We're going to do, well, this is actually my very first cooking demo, which is going to be quite fun because I laugh a lot in the kitchen and I think cooking should just be fun. So we're going to do something very healthy. We're going to do a shrimp and scallop stir-fried rice, which again, very healthy, very quick to do. So whether you're doing keto, paleo, somebody else's low carb, or you know what, we're just trying to eat healthier. This is a recipe that is right up your alley. Your kids will love it and you will love it. So stay tuned and follow me. Okay, so this is how much oil I put in there, and I literally, honestly, I think it's probably like a little bit less than a quarter cup, just to kind of get the pan, you know, get the oil in there. And what you want to do is, please don't put oil in a cold pan. I'm just saying. I mean, I know people do it, and you might want to do it, but I'm just saying I wouldn't suggest it. Okay, so I'm trying to cook and hold this camera, so I'm going to just add, and it's probably going to pop a little bit, only because there's some moisture in this bowl, as you can see, from the seafood. So it might pop again. Let me see if I can try to drain it. No, it doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm just going to pour it in here. So if I get burnt up or you hear some smacking, that's me running. Anyway, all right, here we go. That's not too bad. So I just added it in there. And there's no, I'm not a, let's cook pretty. I mean, cook to get it done. All right, as you can see, my pan is hot. So I'm just going to stir it around a little bit. What I try to do is put a lid on it, only because it helps to cook the shrimp faster. Because if your shrimp, see how opaque, how clear they look? If your shrimp look like that, when you take it out of the pan to serve to somebody, you should pop yourself, because that's not done. Okay? All right. Okay, so I'm back. As you can see, I put a lid over my dish. It's a little smoky. And I'm going to lift the lid for a second. You see that there's some moisture that's in there. So I typically leave that in there until it's finished, and then I drain it. Because that moisture, when you put the lid on, it creates steam. Steam helps cook your shrimp better, faster anyway. Okay, so this is what we're doing. We're going to put that on top. Oh, and one other thing I wanted to tell you is that this is optional. I add fresh garlic. I don't know if you can see it, but I added some. Let me see if I can get a little closer. See, a little garlic piece right there? So I added some fresh garlic into, with the salt, the pepper, the scallions, and, I'm sorry, scallops, and the shrimp. But again, garlic is optional. All right, so we're going to let that cook for a little bit. It should take probably another, what do you think? Probably like another 5, 6, 7 minutes maybe to cook. We'll come back when that's done. Just one other really quick thing I wanted to mention. If you notice that I did not put my peppers and my scallions and my cilantro, I believe it's what it is. I don't know if I said parsley, but I think it's cilantro. I didn't put that in right away. I never put that stuff in right away when I'm cooking, only because sometimes it tends to get soggy. So once I do I didn't tell you what kind of rice we were having. So we're going to do cauliflower rice instead of regular rice. See where I'm going? Anyway, so I will normally saute those items in with the rice. Sometimes I'll do it in a pan by itself with a little bit of oil just to get them a little soft, because nothing like, unless you're eating a raw salad, there's nothing like crunching into some crunchy peppers and they're not supposed to be crunchy and it's in a hot dish. No bueno. Anyway, so that's what we're going to do. So just in case you were wondering where I was going to put that stuff, I am going to put it in there, but not at the moment. Okay? All right. Okay, so my shrimp are just about finished. This is what it's supposed to look like when they're finished. You see how they're pink? They're not clear. They're opaque. Same with the scallops. Again, if your shrimp are gray, they're not done. Don't serve them to nobody, because they ain't done. Okay? Okay, so I have drained the excess fluid off of the shrimp. I'm letting them just cook a little bit, because I actually want them to get a little brown. Just, I mean, literally a little bit. So that's why you see they're still hot and steamy. Okay, so just to recap a little bit. I know people are probably wondering how much shrimp and scallops that I use. I don't even have the bag here anymore. But anyway, I used probably, if I had to count the shrimp, it probably is about maybe 15 shrimp. 15 shrimp and probably like a cup or half a cup of scallops. Because they're the little baby scallops, so there's probably about that. One of the things, an item that I like to use is this. Let me see if I can turn it around. So this garlic is what I used. I like it because it's pre-peeled. Because if you're like me, that whole peeling thing is not good. It's not good. The other thing is I wanted to show you. This is the cauliflower rice that we're going to use. I know it looks upside down, but believe it or not, I got it at Aldi's. And this cauliflower rice is really, really, really good. It's really good. It doesn't get mushy and doesn't get soggy, and it's really good. So as you can hear, my shrimp are talking out loud, and nobody's talking to them. So let me go ahead and stir it a little bit. Okay, maybe. All right. I was trying to turn it around. Okay, so we're going to start with a little bit of oil in the skillet for the for the cauliflower rice. Not a whole lot of oil, but just a little. I'm trying to turn this video around so you can see what I'm doing, but clearly doesn't want to cooperate with me. Okay, here we go. Not sure what happened there, but anyway. So as you can see, I put a little bit of oil in the pan, and again, I'm using avocado oil. No trans fats, people, no trans fats. Anyway, has actually really good fats for you. So anyway, so I'm using that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to saute the cauliflower rice with the red peppers, the cilantro, and the green onions. I'm going to saute that, cook that all together, saute it really nicely. And then I'm going to combine it with the shrimp. And as you can see, my lovely shrimp are over here doing well. Saute in that, mix that in with the shrimp. And so when I come back, I will come back with a finished dish. Okie dokie? All right. Just wanted to give you a glimpse of what the cauliflower rice looks like as it's sauteed in with the red pepper, scallions, and the cilantro. It cooks pretty nice, and it looks like rice. And the good thing is it has a really, if you can see it a little better, it has a really good texture to it. So this is, I mean, it's a really quick, actually, and really quick and healthy meal. Especially if you're trying to stay away from pasta and rice and white flour and stuff like that. So it's a really good meal. So I will be back with the finished product. Okay, here is the finished product. Don't look at my shoe that just came in the camera. See? It's I mean, you can call it shrimp stir fry. You can call it shrimp and scallop stir fry. I don't know. But isn't she pretty? She's just pretty. Anyway, very healthy. It took probably about maybe 30 minutes at the most. It seemed like it was a little longer because I didn't tape them. But anyway, so it took about 30 minutes. No, barely any fat. Good fats that are involved because you have me and my language today. Avocado oil. You have cauliflower rice. There's no white rice. There's no pasta. There's no trans fat, no MSG, none of that crazy stuff. And it was really quick to make, and it's pretty filling. So I'm going to go ahead and eat, and I will see you guys later.